Hello. All right, well, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, whenever this finds you. Hey, everybody, what's up? For those of you that don't know me yet, my name is April. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, everyone that subscribed. Thank you for the subscriptions, the likes, the follows, the comments. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, guys. Love you. Love you, my YouTube family. Love you. Familia. Okay, so this is a divine message vlog. I get divine messages daily. So anyways, I just want to make that clear that, guys, I'm not trying to play games with anyone or confuse anyone at all. I'm not competing with anyone. I never have been. I've been being myself. I've been being myself. And this hair, you guys, this hairstyle goes way back, ancient times, way back. And did you know, oh, interestingly enough, guys, did you know that a lot of the hairstyles in really cool movies come from indigenous people, indigenous tribes? Indigenous Native American tribes, indigenous tribes from around all over the world, especially Asian tribes too. So love you guys. I love all you guys. Oh my God, I have some good news, or we have good news. We have good news. I would like to really say how much that I love all the Asian cultures and countries, and I really love all the countries around the world, guys. I mean that sincerely. I really do. I love all the countries around the world, and God bless every country around the world. And I love South Korea, and I love North Korea, and I hope to visit there one day. I hope to travel there one day, both of them. So blessings to the world, blessings to Japan, blessings to China, and I love you all so much. And you guys, I found egg rolls at a Japanese restaurant, Chinese restaurant, Thai restaurant, and Korean restaurants before. So, and I know it's American, the egg roll where it's fried, but it really originated in China. So the reason why is like all that food is just so delicious. It goes really well with it. So, and that's that's a Chinese New York fusion, which is so cool. So cool. And yeah, you guys, it's really beneficial for the US to be friends with every country. It's beneficial for the US to be friends with every country. And I am so proud of the world leaders right now. Of course, guys, there's some things that are going on in the world that, no, I don't agree with. And there's some things that world leaders do that I don't agree with. Just to let you know, okay? But I do know that it's beneficial for us to be allies with every country in the world. And along that note, now let's go into something else. Okay, these are divine messages, by the way. I've written these down so I don't forget them. You guys, I am noticing that I have a heart, I have compassion, as many of you do too, that aren't sociopaths, that aren't psychopaths. I want to remind everyone, please try not to be racist. The only difference in our skin color is ancestry. Like whether our ancestors are, their skin is a little bit darker because of the sun. So it's just a difference in melanin. It's nothing else. We all bleed the same, okay? So I'm seeing a lot of racism. Not okay. It's not okay, guys. I know it's a delicate line, okay? It's a delicate line sometimes between patriotism and racism. But please, I'm asking people, don't be racist, okay? On any side and from any ancestry or whatever skin color you have, okay? Or whatever nationality you have. Of course, if someone is hurting your community or people in your community or children or women, you bet people are gonna get angry. And they have every right to get angry when that kind of nonsense goes on. So, but I want to remind people, don't be racist, okay? And this also, I want to remind everybody, we don't hate Muslims. I don't. Some people may have had personal bad experiences, okay? But remember, there are good and bad people in every religion. Every religion. So there are good people in every religion, and then there are people that are doing bad things in every religion. So I want to remind people, we need to educate people or continue to remind them that it's not evil to be Muslim, but if you're going to be an extremist with any religion, that's where it starts turning into terrorism. That's where it starts turning into a cult. When you're too extreme, okay? Extremism of any kind is dangerous, really dangerous, okay? There's a balance. So there is a difference between being a Muslim, and there's a difference between being part of the IRGC or different terrorist organizations, okay, guys? If you don't understand these words or what I'm saying, look them up, Google them, ChatGPT, Grok, you know, let's learn knowledge. Now, I do appreciate everyone, though, that has recognized that it's important to be a patriot for your country and where you live. Even if you're an immigrant, be proud of where you live. Show loyalty. And I want to let you guys know, this country, the USA, the United States of America, will never, ever become a country where our little girls and our women are controlled and oppressed. Never. This is a country of freedom. Us women fought for our rights. Suffrage movement. We fought hard. Many women suffered for years and years and years and years and lifetimes. Us women fought hard for our rights. LGBTQ plus fought hard for their rights. And this is America. This is the United States of America. And it's very important that we keep those rights for LGBTQ plus, and we keep rights for women. And we keep rights for everyone. Human rights for everyone, guys. And we're not above men. Everybody's equal. Now, here's the thing, though. This is a perfect segue, and I want to talk about is divine messages, too, and my opinion. This is also my opinion on the WNBA. You guys, I have to talk to you sternly about it. I can't be nice anymore about it and kind of laugh about it, because you're making a mockery of women. You're making a mockery of women's sports. You're making a mockery of the United States, okay? Now, I am not talking about children's sports. I'm not talking about youth sports. I don't know what you guys want to do with high school sports, but I'm not talking about kids' sports. I'm not talking about children's sports. I'm not talking about youth sports like junior high, middle school, okay, when I talk about this. I do think we should always try to make them feel included, okay, always. That's very important. But you also need to prepare them for reality of how the world is in the future, okay? It doesn't help to gaslight them. It doesn't help. You need to teach them, and you need to prepare them for reality. So here's the thing. I am part of the LGBTQ plus community, guys. I am bisexual. I prefer men. I prefer relationships with men. I wasn't able to explore sexuality with women as much as men because I was raised very, very religiously. I don't have to share this information. I am because I think it will help, okay? I haven't been with very many women, and I am loyal to whoever I am in a relationship with, okay? Or who I have an agreement with romantically, okay? So I have not been with a woman for quite a while. All right, or years. But I still am attracted to some women. I'm sexually attracted to some women. Yes, I am. Women are beautiful. Different men, different women. I'm not attracted to every man. I'm not attracted to every woman, okay? But I want to explain that I don't hate transgender people. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I know it can be very confusing trying to figure out your sexuality and who you really are, and or who you believe you are, you know, and people really want to find who they really are, you know, how they feel best living, how they feel comfortable. And I agree with that, okay? Freedom. Now, here's the thing though. We're not going to do things that put our children in harm's way, okay? We're not going to cater to people or these different things that are ridiculous. We're not, guys. We're not going to put children in harm's way, okay? And we don't want to expose children too young to sexual things. This is the truth, okay? So don't get mad at everybody, please. Like when some parents don't want their kids to be exposed to certain things, okay? Now, with the WNBA, if you are born a biological female, then you're a female. Biological means chromosomes, or means the body parts you're born with. Vagina. Are you born with a vagina? Are you born with a penis? What are your chromosomes? That determines whether you are biologically a female or biologically a male. Okay? Now, there are actually people that are born with both. Oh, yes, there are. Yes, there are. So in that case, there might need to be something to look at, you know? And in that case, I think that they should be allowed to play. They're born with both parts, so they're born with all the chromosomes. That's my opinion, but also the divine is agreeing with me on this. You guys, the reason for this and why I'm saying this is I am talking about right now serious competitive sports and competing. Women are different biologically than men, okay? It's just a fact. Now, there are some women that can beat men at things, yes. And there are a lot of men that can beat women at things, you know what I mean? But to keep it fair for the women, you guys, if these retired if these retired NBA guys transition and they come into the WNBA, there goes all your stats. There goes all your records. There goes all your stats. It's not the WNBA anymore. It's not. We fought so hard to get a women's team. We fought so hard to get professional women's basketball. If you guys want everybody to play, then make a third league. What about Ice Cube's league? Is he willing to have transgenders play in his league? Because what we're talking about here is serious competitive sports where we're going to go to the Olympics. So what you guys are doing is opening a can of worms for the Olympics. I don't think the world likes this, what you're doing at WNBA. But I'm not telling everybody what to do. I'm just stating what I'm stating, okay? All right, so that's that. And sending love to everyone in the LGBTQ plus community. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I do. But you guys, you have to remember that you're not better than anyone else because you're gay. You're not better than anyone else because you're bisexual. You're not better than anyone else because you're transgender. You're not better than anyone else because you're straight, okay? We're all equal. Now, when it comes to competitive sports, though, that's different. It is different, guys. It's different. That's my opinion. The divine agrees with me. I'm not talking about kids. I'm not talking about youth. We need to definitely make kids feel included. But if you're going to go that route and in high school let transgenders play, you need to explain to them that this isn't going to fly in competitive sports. Okay, not right now. Not right now. All right, I'm sorry. Some people won't like my opinion. I know. I love you all. And it's just the truth. I want it to be fair for women. That's why. It's fair. And why can't then they play in the NBA? If you're so good at basketball and you're transgender, play in the NBA. There's been guys in the NBA that dye their hair different colors and wear piercings and dress a little feminine sometimes. Actually, I've been seeing a lot of NBA guys dress feminine lately. Hello, fabulous. You look fabulousness. And I'm not just talking about the retired ones. So, okay. All right, enough about that. Now here's some funner questions. Was there giants that were humans? Is that real? Yes. C. Yes, absolutely. Yep. Okay, so think about it in a logical way. There was giant sloths, giant mammoth elephants. There was giant saber-toothed tigers. There were other giant birds. There were giant animals. Of course there was giant humans or humanoids. No, humans. Of course there was. Absolutely. So what they're finding, some of the stuff they're finding, it is real. Okay. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Was pyramids built with lasers? Was pyramids built by aliens? Was it built by lasers? Was it built by lasers? No. The pyramids and the stones were not built by lasers. However, there was definitely some star seeds involved. Maybe some time travelers or star seeds or people that got divine messages, okay? And were way ahead of their time. They were getting divine messages, or maybe time travelers. Haven't you guys ever seen The Fifth Element? Woo! But no, it wasn't built with lasers. They moved the stones, most of them much as like after they were cut, or they moved these big rocks into place, much like on a giant shuffleboard. And then they also used giant really giant oxen, huge. And then also at that time, elephants, camels, yeah. And they used slaves. They used and used and used and used slaves. There was many deaths building those Egyptian pyramids. It is a very spiritual place. There is many spirits attached. Okay. So I hope that answers some questions for people. So one thing I want to talk about is I do really pray for the end of the wars in the world between all countries, and I mean that. And I genuinely want good things for all good people in all the countries, you know, love and prosperity to all nations. That is on something one of my grandmothers left me, and that should apply to the Strait of Hormuz. Those waters belong to everybody. They don't belong to anybody. They belong to Gaia. They belong to Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. You're lucky you get to use them, anybody. So the Strait of Hormuz should open back up. And please make those agreements, and please make those signed agreements, because okay, I don't want anybody incurring any more bad karma. I don't want you angering the divine and angels and God. Here we go. How do we possibly make data centers smaller? How do we make them smaller? So smaller hardware, foldable, vertical. So I think that honestly, a lot of the Asian cultures, maybe South Korea, maybe North Korea, maybe Japan, maybe China, maybe Thailand, maybe Cambodia, maybe a lot of Asian, you know, and maybe even Arabic countries, Middle Eastern countries, maybe, who knows, Netherlands, maybe there's brilliance out there that has ideas. How do we make the data centers smaller so they don't take up so much land for the future? The other thing is we need to figure out how to use clean energy power the best, which everybody already knows that about data centers, right? Right. Okay. So, but we need to figure that out. How can we get the data centers to power themselves and not pull off of the grid for, like, the community grid for people? How can we make it so that they have enough energy, they power themselves? And I know that's being worked on. Trust me, it is. And thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Thank you, homies. I know it's being worked on. They're working on better batteries. They're working on better solar panel batteries, how we can get the most out of that. Are working on different things. So, guys, it's in the works. Now, the other thing is that we need things built next to or by the data centers, you know, that's connected to them, that catches the rainwater. Catches rainwater or the snow water. I saw one in Australia that someone built next to their Earthship. Oh my God, it's so cool. So cool. So it catches the rainwater or snow, and you can also use, if there isn't much rain or snow, you can use rain nets, like water nets. It's really cool things they use. I've seen it, I think, in a couple countries in Africa and different places. And that will literally catch like water off of condensation and even mist in the air. And let's recycle that water, please, for the data centers, because the data centers need to cool down the parts. Okay, so that's why also there's water needed to cool things down. So that's some things about the data centers that can be worked on. The other thing I want to talk about, guys, is the data centers are going to be built. Look, I love nature. You guys know I love nature. I love Mother Gaia. You guys, if you don't want data centers built in the future, then you would have to give up your phones, your computers, give up the internet, give up your apps, give up your internet games. That's why these data centers are being built, to connect everybody online. The apps, AI. There is so much AI, so many apps being made. So are you going to give up your cell phone? Are you going to give up your iPad? Are you going to give up your computer? Are you going to give up your laptop? Are you going to give up the internet? Yeah, I didn't think so. So just know that we have to find a better way. They're here though, they're going to be built. We're going to find a better way. And those states that are struggling with this, please take my ideas and say, okay, like we have land over here. Okay, that won't affect a ton of wildlife. It won't affect a ton of humans. And so let's find this better place to put the data center right away from our most of our community, okay, or all of the community. But yeah, we need to find better solutions on having the data centers power themselves, you know, recycling water, things like that. It will get better in the future. It will. It will. Okay, so that's a lot of divine messages I had to give. Thank you so much. I know it's kind of a long vlog. Thank you so much for being here with me, for listening to me, for respecting me. Thank you to all my true friends and family that do respect me. I really, really appreciate you. And by the way, shout out to Bjork. I've been doing my hair this way in different ways, hair up, hair down. And since I've seen the Japanese, truth, Harajuku girls. I've been doing my hair this way since I was in middle school. So I'm not copying anyone. No one else is copying anyone when they do their hair this way. So anyone that's thinking that, get over yourself and get a life. So, all right. So I love you, Bjork. I love you, PJ Harvey. I love you, Ani DeFranco. I love you, Gwen Stefani. Harajuku girls. And I love all the countries around the world. God bless. Mwah. I love you all. Okay. Well, have a great day. Thanks for listening to all this. And yeah, and so other divine messages, I kind of already posted some things about it in the past. Some people got it, some people didn't. Oh well, the people that get it, and the people that don't. All right, love you all. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Hopefully I'll be recording more often. I am fighting the fear. No fear. Oh, and by the way, Johnny Knoxville, I told a friend the other day about your show, Fear Factor, that you did. It's amazing. I told him how cool it was, so everybody watched that. And the original's good too. So remember to watch Joe Rogan's original Fear Factor, and then watch Johnny Knoxville's. They're both so good. Everyone involved with that, great job. All right, love you all. Mwah. Bye.